Hello, welcome. It's me, E. Giuliano. It's June 17th. Friends of Komodo platform, friends of KMD. Let's take a look at these price charts. Don't worry, be happy, even though what I might show you will not feel great. Yes, I'm here with some possible good news or possible bad news. It depends how you feel about prices going down. Do you see that as an opportunity? Or do you see it as a loss? Well, a devaluation. Friends, thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting that like button. It's appreciated. And hey, check it out. I must say, the t-shirts, I can speak for this pirate t-shirt, really good quality for the price. And it looks like these Komodo t-shirts are worth your while. So I would encourage you, if you don't have enough Komodo apparel yet, grab one. There's a coupon code for $5 off in the description below. All right, so check that out. I can't yet vouch for these Bitcoin volcanoes yet, but I will as soon as I can. Not sure how that image will print. Okay, let's move on. What are we looking at here? We got ourselves into KMD USDT. All right, let's clean this sucker up a bit. We are going to hide you. Let's guess, what are we gonna do to you? Hide you. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna hold you there because you are a support level, quite an important support level. Why? One reason is right here. All of this like kind of up and down, that would just probably bring us right into our box here, our rectangular region, our zone, okay, which would be a great zone for picking something up. However, it might just be also an intermediate zone before hitting quite a much lower. You see these resistance areas here. And funny enough, this red line, really what it is, this red line is where the 1-to-1 ratio for this zigzag lays. So let's look at that for a moment here. Okay, you're making a case for don't worry, hopefully you're prepared. And even if you're not, it's not the end of the world and it's not staying here. The BTC price is relatively weak, and short term, it looks like it could fold over. Okay, it could roll over. Here on a daily, we're kind of weak, but we have definitely room for upside or just sideways side. Even here on the RSI, but look, RSI is not even in the negative, is not even in the oversold territory yet. And this is November of 2020, okay? And in November of 2020, the dollar chart found its low here at about 40 cents in this chart here. And then we were off to these recent highs. That was the last time we were in the oversold position on the daily chart. It just seems like this is where the Komodo KMD USDT needs to go. It just needs to go into this oversold territory so we can clear out this move. Fascinatingly enough, this dump move here from the scare that people were having, and I think a lot of this was in the anyway, let's not go into that exchange details because really we're just looking at the price charts here, concerning about the price charts here, nothing else. So yeah, in this down move here, it didn't really force the RSI below. So in this case here, especially if we dump below this orange support line here at a dollar, this massively important dollar support line, yeah, it looks like we're going to make it back down into a oversold territory, and the price is likely to follow. Now, what does that mean? That means between roughly the 90 cents and 85 or 80 cents, I should say, is quite a zone for potential purchasing. However, if you really want to catch some good feels, you know, how confident are you really? How confident are you in KMD? Okay, that's basically what it is. So in this case, I don't know how we got the 66, but we're going to take it here. It's the 77-cent area, which is why I was not clear how that 66 came about, because every time I had been measuring it, it was giving me about, yeah, see, it's just slightly off. It was about 60. Oh, what are we doing here? Friends, bear with me. Let's take a look here. Let's do this right. Bang. Oh, wait, what does that mean? Yes, there's the 66 level. I don't know why that was doing that, but it's roughly a 66 level. It's roughly at this resistance region here. And it is below the basically 78, 80 cent level of this box zone. So, okay, what am I saying here? This is what I'm saying. There's a potential for further downside, and it's not guaranteed, but it's likely. I don't see why not, especially with, on a daily scale. Now, if we were to take it though on a weekly scale, we might see something different. Now, these are closing prices, so that means, let's see. Yeah, where the closing prices, you go to the settings, you can change it if you want to, do some average of the high and low or whatever. Okay. So these are closing prices, and that means that, closing at a 67 cent level on a daily is possible. That would mean even possibly some wicks down. Now, again, it doesn't have to be a one-to-one move, but it's possible, right? And we're just trying to prepare for what could happen. Now, in this case here, we are looking like, let's just use this most recent ziggy-zaggy, and yeah, that's just doesn't work for us there. So on a weekly frame here, a zigzag one-to-one was all the way up at the $1.78 from the high. So we're not able to look at it in that same way. However, if we take this B wave retracement, if we're calling it that, on a weekly time frame, we could be halted and supported at this dollar level, no problem. But I just want you to notice that this is an area of price action which is likely to be revisited. It just is. It's a straight up move through here. So the next time we break below $1, you have to understand it's coming down here. Don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all this is really about. Don't be surprised. Okay. That's about it. I don't really have much else to say about the dollar chart other than, look, we're still in a negative momentum, negative territory. The RSI is kind of halfway. It's not finished yet. It's clearing out. So we're just not in our happiest of place in terms of dollar terms, unless you're so confident and you've got some preparation aside here that you can shove into this play. All right, maybe you've got that, so do it. None of this is financial advice, but if you've got that confidence. Now, here's the thing though, KMD BTC fitting to get wrecked another 25%. Why do I say that? We have these things here, like for example, over here, where we come down and then we drop down even more. Okay, so we've seen these kinds of moves. It comes down, up, and dumps more. Okay, it comes down, up, dumps more. So what does that mean? Well, we've come down, went up, and now we're coming back down again. What do you think? There's definitely a possibility we're going to dump more. But this is a daily chart. So a daily dump you know, it'll dump and then it'll come back up. But on a weekly time frame, because we are so recently down in the dumps, in the oversold position, and because we never even went into the overbought position in the RSI, that doesn't mean we need to make our way back down into the oversold. We could, you know, there's only been oversold once in all of its history here, at least on this Binance chart information. So yeah, that we don't necessarily have to get all the way into the oversold territory here with this one, okay? But there is just still room for some down movement here, okay? Down momentum. So what did I see? This is what I saw. Where did I get this 25%? Well, previously in November of 2020, and also like in July of 2019 is where I'm looking here. Let me show you why. July of 2019, it looks like this right here. You see it? Right here. See that? Well, that is possible here. So, okay, fine. Well, what would that mean? If it did one of these, what happened to the price on July 19 of, sorry, July 25, sorry, July 25 of 2019. What happened around then? Let's find out. Well, July 25, 2019, I've already done the measurement here. It pulled one of these. July 25, 2019. You see that? It's here. Okay. So what happened was we went down here and then we made another roughly 25% down move to the bottom, corresponding with this dump on the RSI. Okay. Okay. So what does that mean here? Well, friends, we go on over, here we are. Where are we? We've got this uptick. We had the uptick. Now we have potential for a dump down. And here we go. We have potential for a dump down. And 25%, interestingly enough, brings us really to this one-to-one level around the 2000 Satoshi level. That one-to-one level is for the daily chart looking zigzag formation correction. So let's check that out. We take a trend-based fib extension starting at our top price down to the end of our first wave, up to the top of the B wave here, or what we would call the B wave. And one-to-one brings us again to this, you know, it's rough, okay? So it's like 1900, 2000 Satoshi level. I've seen other, you know, depending on how we count it. Look, we can also take a retrace of the full move just to kind of get some ideas of where are the confluence. Let's take some retrace of the full move. Okay, again, this is rough, it's not exact. So we don't get a full confluence there. We get a full retrace down at 1450. So I don't think we're taking a full retrace, okay? But we are hovering around the 786 level and below. We were actually below it. So yeah, that definitely means that we could have some further downside. Now let's take a retracement of this B wave move and see what kind of confluence we get. So here we are. Yeah, let's just do this for you. Give you a bit bigger screen. All right. So let's take a retrace of this sucker right here. Boom. Okay. So 1618 is where we are. So that means we could be again confluencing at this level, but I'm still feeling that last push down. It just seems like it's coming now. Having said that, maybe, okay, maybe maybe we get something up first and then down. Okay, that's fine, maybe. But for now, you know, yeah, like I'm saying, maybe that dump isn't happening just yet. Maybe it's happening in a week, or maybe it's happening in a day or two, you know, at the weekend or whatever it is. All right. There's something coming. There's definitely, in my mind here, I'm seeing something coming. Okay. And the other thing that we want to check possibly here is going to be another move here. We've got from this top to this bottom to this topish part here, just for fun to see if we get some sort of one-to-one. And oh, interestingly, this is where we get some confluence. Okay, the 1618 matches with the 1. Okay, 1618 matches with the 1. So the 1618 means the length of this down move would be 161% of this down move. Okay. So just looking for relationships. So yeah, so that area seems to confluence. It's roughly around the 2000 Satoshi level. 2200 is definitely in play as well as per previous videos. And that's really it. I'm sorry to say that it's not, you know, overall, this won't matter. This will not matter at all. But currently, this zone is like must hold zone right here. And already you're down at 2400 Satoshis even as a possible, you know, support level here. And by the time you're at 2400, what's another 200 or 400, especially with a wick, you know. But this is on closes, so yeah, maybe we'll close exactly at that level, and maybe not. Okay, but you can see here these zones are definitely in play. Okay, so just be aware. It sucks because here, when you're up here and you're like, oh my goodness, look where it dumped down. Holy moly, we are at the 200-day moving average. I'm gonna grab some at this 3,300 level. Oh darn! Now we're at 2,700, flirting with 2,600. You know, what does that mean? That means if you pick up more, then that 3,300 buy might even be above water, depending how much you can get. Again, none of this is financial advice, but you know what I mean, right? So all of you who is this for? This is not for like super long-term KMD holders. This is for people who are going to look at the price and be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Oh my gosh, it's down another 25%. Oh my gosh, how did this happen? So this is just a warning that it's there, it's possible. It's not guaranteed, but if I'm finding an edge, then that's the edge right now, is scoop some up on the cheap. All right, you can't go wrong, really, if you have the confidence and you know what you're thinking about here long term. Yeah, good. Well then, congratulations. All right, I think that's about it. I don't want to beat this one too hard. I think it's already has low self-esteem. So that's it for now, friends. Take care of yourselves. All kinds of love, peace, and happiness to you. Be well. Goodbye. Until next time.